The Hash is brought to you by W Vapes Vaporizers and the Green Cross Dispensary in San Francisco. Advertise on The Hash by emailing advertise@thehash.org. Subscribe to The Hash on iTunes.
Welcome back to The Hash. I'm David Downs. Strap yourself in because today we're talking weed suppositories. More and more Americans are inserting extracts of cannabis into their bodies to treat menstrual pain, cramping, and back pain, as well as heightened pleasure and even battle cancer. Leading the trend is Los Angeles company Foria, who launches their Relief suppository this year. We caught up with the company's chief.
Hi, this is Matthew Gerson. I'm the founder and wellness director of Foria,
Who told us where the idea came from, how they tested it, and the future of marijuana for internal use. Foria debuted in 2014 with the female lube Pleasure, which made a national splash, garnered 20,000 users, and rave reviews. It also attracted the attention of a certain Los Angeles-based urologist who suggested a different formulation.
The doctor contacted me and she brought me into the office. She wanted to learn as much as she could about how we made the product, what the product was all about, why was it possibly working. She basically developed a level of comfort that she recommended to her patients that give it a try.
So this urologist says, okay, I'm a believer. What does she do? Come to you and go, okay, well, can we freeze it and insert it vaginally? Like, did she ask for a new formulation?
She wanted the cannabinoids to go as close to the cervix as possible. So the suppository is the natural medium. As a culture, we're not that comfortable with suppositories.
This will feel a little weird.
There are a number of uses for vaginal suppositories, whether it's for hygiene or for estrogen therapy. So what we created is quite simple. It's organic cocoa butter, THC, and CBD. But we looked at the historical literature, and there's a lot there around pre- and postnatal and delivery, and there's a lot there about menstrual cramps and morning sickness.
What was R&D like? Cannabis is a Schedule I drug. You have to chart your own path. What was the path to market from proof of concept, to market? Who are these women? How'd you find them? What did they say?
We already established when we did the R&D for Foria Pleasure that it's safe for the mucosa, from the mouth all the way down to the anus, all the way through the body. It's safe to consume in all the various ways that we consume it. So in terms of establishing a clinical trial, in the traditional sense, we don't have the capacity to do that given the scheduling and given the time and money that's involved in doing that. But we were able to really galvanize the interest of a large, not only say a large, but a good number of women who were interested in cannabis treatments for menstrual cramps and were open to exploring this as an avenue of relief. The most important thing for us was to find what was the potency range that was going to be most optimal to get the greatest possible outcome. So, we wanted to make this as affordable as possible. It's a pain product. We want it to be made available to women, that they can access it, that they can partake in it. We found that most women said it was 2 to 3 days out of their cycle when the pain was really uncomfortable, and that they would partake in this, and that's how we came into the 60 milligram range.
When Foria came out, it took some flack from a few clinicians. How could 60 milligrams of THC, 6 standard doses, not get you high? Gerson said the medical literature and patient reports back him up. You're not inhaling pot into your bloodstream where it transfers into the brain. You're transporting cannabinoids from your skin into your muscle tissue and nerves.
I grew up with 2 MDs, and I respect that they defer to the FDA to establish whether something is effective or not. They can't say whether it works or not. They're saying, hey, this hasn't been proven. For us, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in our patient base. We have, over 20,000 users of Foria Pleasure who've been using cannabis vaginally and not reporting psychoactivity.
Few people know the government has actually issued a patent on pot suppositories, or how effective suppositories can be. It's obviously a taboo topic, but more suppository use could probably save lives.
There is a patent on the books from the U.S. Patent Office for cannabis suppositories. I'm still amazed that there are patents available, that the USPTO is looking at cannabis-related products and giving out patents. So that is there. So we know, I mean, the MDs have known for a long time that second only to IV, rectal administration of medicinals is the way to go. The bioavailability of cannabis to the body when you take it rectally or vaginally is upwards of 60 to 65%. Whereas when you smoke it or eat it, it's more or less in the 20s. So if you think about that, if you're looking at big pharma, we all could be taking a lot less drugs if we took them rectally. But it's in their best interest that we don't, because we have to take 3 times as much and they make a lot more money. And their position is that, well, as a culture, we're not comfortable with that avenue of accessing the bloodstream.
And on the lighter side, there are off-label uses of Foria relief going on, starting with intimacy.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are often exploring the use of our products in creative ways, not necessarily as intended, but we design these products to be safe for consumption and in a variety of ways. So we have heard from some friends in a recreational capacity that introducing Foria relief rectally is a great pleasure enhancer for anal sex, because one of the things it does is that it relaxes that area. So if it's a woman that's using it, if her, as Naomi Wolf likes to call it, her goddess array, if her wiring is such that her G-spot is more closely towards her rear end orientation, that she can experience a lot of pleasure through anal sex, but a lot of women find that there's a lot of discomfort that gets in the way of that pleasure. So when they've experienced Foria relief rectally, the relaxation allows them to focus not on that discomfort, but on the pleasure that's available to them. So that's pretty exciting for us. It'll probably lead to some new product developments. It actually has.
And if that's not enough, the back pain market for Foria relief could be even bigger.
I take them rectally for sciatic pain, and my chiropractor is now encouraging his clients who have certain conditions and they're comfortable with it to partake in the cannabis rectally. He actually knows when I've taken one when he's adjusting me, because he can access such a deeper adjustment. When he's making an adjustment, he knows that the cannabis is in my system. There's inflammation, I'm less guarded, I'm less armored, and he can manipulate the spine with greater ease. So I'm kind of on a personal mission right now to encourage people to explore this as a non-traditional way of consuming cannabis. Usually the first conversation is a little off-putting, but usually can get people off to the side when they're not in a public context. And if they're dealing with chronic pain or they're dealing with a host of other challenges, their minds are very open to the possibility of being out of pain.
You can check out pictures of Foria relief and read links to user reviews on our website, thehash.org. For The Hash, I'm David Downs.
The Hash's 2016 sponsors include one of San Francisco's longest-running licensed medical cannabis dispensaries, the Green Cross, established in 2004. Located at 4218 Mission Street and also available by delivery, the Green Cross offers a wide selection of consistently affordable, high-quality lab-tested flowers grown by local farmers so that you can choose what strains are best for you. The Green Cross also offers the best brands for edibles, among them Incredimeds, an extensive line of 80 different items, including gluten-free, vegan, and sugar-free options. All Incredimeds products are carefully handcrafted with quality ingredients and deliver both flavor and potency. Incredimeds has also just launched its full line of award-winning chocolate bars, available in 6 different flavors. Incredible quality at incredible prices. For more information on how to become a member, visit thegreencross.org or call area code 415-648-4420.